What is the smallest thing that makes you lose your temper immediately? Someone telling me to go do something that I was going to do anyway. If you tell me to go do the dishes as I'm walking to go do them, I no longer want to do the dishes. I have no idea why this makes me as enraged as it does. Bumping my head on something when I stand up. It takes me by surprise and pisses me off. When I bite into a delicious sandwich and all the insides fall out of the other end. I call this sandwich rage. Fucking flies. I'm generally pretty chill, but as soon as a fly buzzes by my head I lose my shit. Catching my earbud cord on a door knob and having it ripped from my ear. Grocery store etiquette. GTFO of the middle of the aisle. This can't be your first time shopping. When a car pulls out right in front of me and then goes 20 miles per hour under the speed limit anyway, why? Just wait then. People using their brightest screens on their phones to check texts and social media during movies in a theater. If someone shushes me or puts their hand in my face, I go from 0 to 100 in no time. Unflushed toilet. People taking up the sidewalk and walking too slow. Immediate rage. Talking over me. I get that it's a cultural thing for some people. In some families you never get heard at all unless you talk over your family members, but doing it in regular conversation is just enraging. Also condescension. Call me son or honey one more time, asshole. When someone chews loudly beside me, especially if they chew with their mouth open. This morning, I got a bag of popcorn out of the vending machine at work, opened it too fast and shot popcorn all over the floor. For a good 7 seconds, I thought about just going home and quitting my job from bed. When someone can't grasp that something isn't as obvious to me as it is to them, simply because I can't read their minds, I don't know their whole life story, or I don't have the same educational background, or the same interests. Things not staying where I put them. For example, if I hang a towel and it just immediately decides to slide off, or I put my spoon down in my ice cream, but because it's still almost full the spoon just tips over and falls out. Like, your inanimate fucking objects don't just fucking up and decide to do some random ass bullshit that makes me have to go and fix it up or clean the floor. Someone trying to talk to me while I eat at work. Come on, just let me have this 10 minutes to myself. While working at Subway it bothers me when people say you can get me instead of can you get me. I think it's just the gesture of asking that I appreciate, so when someone doesn't it throws me off. Hitting back-to-back red lights. When whatever you're about to do gets derailed by technology. Want to watch a movie? Well, the Chromecast won't connect, the subtitles are on, the audio is offset by 200 ms, the Bluetooth speaker ran out of battery, and the internet just went down. Fine, I guess I'll just play a video game instead. Well, there's a 15 GB update, and it made the game laggy. Also the servers are having connection issues, and matchmaking is broken. Damn it. Alright, I'll just go for a walk and play some music. Except the Bluetooth headphones won't pair today, and Spotify is stuck in offline mode. I just wanted to relax, but now it's 10 PM and I've spent my entire evening angrily troubleshooting stuff. This is why I tend to avoid technology as much as possible. It replaces predictable inconveniences with unpredictable problems. Everything is broken and nobody cares. Even my Todo app is giving me trouble these days. When I throw my keys on the table and they slide off, then I try again, and they slide off again, and I just say fuck it, and leave them on the floor. People who use speakerphone in public. Also, the especially city subgroup of people who blast music from their phone/Bluetooth speaker in public instead of using headphones. Bruh, this that shit you ain't never heard before. Yeah, and now I long to return to such an idyllic time. Websites loading slowly. People being late or unprepared. If I say I want to leave the house at 5 PM to go get groceries, I don't mean get ready to leave at 5 PM. I mean I want to be walking out the door. Losing 15 minutes in the grand scheme of things isn't a huge deal, but I just feel so disrespected if my time is wasted like that. When someone's talking and trying to give instructions, but everyone else is just talking among themselves. Maybe it's a holdout from my military days, but nothing makes me flip faster than this. I was constantly on a hair trigger when I left the military to pursue a degree because of the sheer disrespect some kids show to the professors. Motherfuckers turning without putting on the goddamn turn signals. I never understood why it was a thing my dad raged about constantly, but now when I'm driving, I'm worse than him. I don't even say anything. When I pass I stare them right in the eyes, letting them know that I wish them and their entire family crash into the mid-Jordan and burn on gasoline. When standing in line at a store and the person behind you is ramming into you with their shopping cart or standing way too close. Seriously, personal space, you pushing me won't make the line go any faster. When people mumble stuff as they walk away. When people say you need to. It's a framing issue. For whatever reason, whenever anyone says I need to do something, I flip a bitch. When people spell losers loose, seething rage ensues. People who leave the microwave with 1 second left in the timer. Asking someone to shut my door, but they leave it slightly cracked. When an adult throws a tantrum to get what they want and succeed. For example, when someone tries to return something without a receipt and the manager says they can't accept their return. So the person starts making a scene and the manager gives in. Nothing pisses me off more than people getting away with stuff when they know they're in the wrong. Just hearing the word collaboration or the words group assignment. I bought a smartwatch a while ago and you can now measure how many times I hear these terms a day by when my heart rate jumped up 50%. Edit. Thanks for all the upvotes. A lot of motivation to save my 20+ classmates from failing by doing the entire thing myself tonight. Slow walking people, I can't stand it. Basically anything high pitched. When a roommate takes something of yours unannounced, like a beer from your 6-pack, or a big scoop out of your peanut butter jar. Nothing huge, but just enough to know that they took something from you without asking. People who try to converse with you and still go on their phone. So when they're halfway through a sentence they'll be distracted by their phone and won't answer, or when you have to repeat herself like 5 times because they were too distracted. Like, just pick one. Talk to me or the phone. I'd heck if they choose the phone, but like don't talk to me if you're gonna waste my time like that. When people ask for advice and then don't listen. When my neighbor knocks on my door, he's always asking to borrow something or trying to get me to do him favors or something else weird, and he doesn't take the hint if I don't answer after a minute. I'm over being neighborly to this guy. People asking for my help and then questioning the manner in which I provide it. Like, I remember when I was younger my mum would ask me to load the dishwasher, but then give me shit cause I didn't do it exactly like she did. And keep in mind I'm not some imbecile who doesn't know how to load a dishwasher. They exist and they are infuriating, but she'd bitch at me for putting the spoons where she usually put the forks or some other minute bullshit like that. Now it usually only happens when I'm giving someone a ride and they question the route or my driving and traffic skills. I lose my shit on people if they do that. I've told more than one to get out and walk if they don't like it. Someone talking or laughing unnecessarily loud. Telling me the end of stories or movies I haven't read or seen. Any statement that begins with no offense, but not to be a bitch, but not to sound like a dick, but if you are going to be an asshole, at least commit to it. Passing me on the highway, then changing lanes in front of me and slowing down. Also riding in the passing lane doing 3 miles per hour faster than the slow lane. No, that's not fast enough. But throw my way. A constant tapping noise. Edit. I should specify that I mean the tapping of a desk or someone's foot.